Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought that we could test out the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette and also the Supreme Frost highlighter. So I have the highlighter Diamond Wet and I really like the packaging. I like the lime green kind of colour. Really like it. It looks like a neon green, I suppose. I really like it anyway. And then obviously this is the Jawbreaker palette. I really like the packaging for this too. So we're going to be testing these today. I almost didn't do this video because they have been out for a little while now, so I'm not sure how it's going to do on views, but I wanted to test the palette anyway, and I do this channel for fun more than anything, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So like I said in the intro, I'm going to be testing and reviewing the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star and also the Supreme Frost highlighter. I got the shade Diamond Wet. So we're going to be testing these today. I always feel really weird doing starting a video before actually doing the intro, because I'm not going to do the intro. I wanted to do the intro when my eyeshadow was actually done, but I always feel like a weirdo when I start filming before I even do my intro. So we're going to jump straight into eyeshadow, and this palette is honestly gorgeous, but it actually kind of scares me. It's just it's so bright and colourful, and I genuinely don't have a palette like this, so I kind of don't even know where to start with it, but hey ho, here we go. So I'm just going to quickly pat over the concealer that is on my eyes, because I am starting with a wet base. I usually always start with a wet base now, unless I'm just doing something super easy and neutral. At the minute I've just been really enjoying using eyeshadows on a wet base, so that's what we're doing. And I really don't know what to go for. Okay, I kind of think I know where I'm going to go. However, there's not really a shimmer that would match what I want to do. So that kind of sucks actually. There's no bluish shimmer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start off with the shade Brain Freeze, which is this super light blue here, and we're just going to start that on the inner corner. This palette's actually so cute that I really don't want to ruin it. Okay, so straight away the thing that I've just noticed with this shade is it has a fair amount of kickback in the pan, which really doesn't bother me. Oh wow, I think I might have to zoom you guys in just a tad, bear with me. Okay, so hopefully you can see a little bit better. That shade is really nice. To say it's so pale, that has gone on really nicely, and it's looking really pigmented at the minute, so that's nice. But it did have a lot of fallout in the pan, which genuinely doesn't bother me. A lot of people get really stressed out about fallout in the pan, but I literally, with the fallout that's in the pan, will just tap my brush in and just pick it back up. I don't see what the stress is about it, but I mean, if it's gonna stress you out, it's there. This shade is looking gorgeous. Wow, I really like this. I genuinely don't have a shade like this in my collection. That's why I brought this palette, because I knew I didn't have shades like this. So if I ever wanted something completely different to what I usually would go for, this is the palette I'll probably reach for, if it's any good, that is. I've actually waited so long to test this and just never have. Okay, so I absolutely love that shade. I really like how it packs on. So when I say packed on, I literally tap my brush in. I swear, I just tap my brush in, pat the colour on, and then just kind of blended it out after I got the product where I wanted it. But yeah, that looks really nice. It stayed kind of true to colour too. So even I went back in a little bit, because I took this one a little bit too far out, so I had to add a little bit more shade to this one, but it didn't change the actual colour of the eyeshadow, if that makes sense. So it stays true to the colour of the eyeshadow. So now I'm just going to go in with the shade here, which is called Cute. It looks really nice, to be honest. This one's also quite powdery in the pan. Just pack that on. Where is she? Let's just try that again. Okay, so there, yeah, it's kind of there, but it's looking a little bit dull, like it's not really showing up. Maybe it's this brush, maybe it's, I just need to get another brush maybe, I don't know. It's packing on nice, so this one layers up quite nice. I might change brush just in case it's my brush. That's a little bit better, but I don't know. I really don't know about that shade. Maybe I just need to get a bit more on my brush. Let's try now. Okay. So I had to like kind of press my brushing kind of hard, but obviously it does show up with the actual pigment, which is nice. I do just, oh my god. I do just quickly want to say that I have seen a few reviews on this, because before I brought it, I really wasn't sure if I was going to buy it. So I did look at some reviews, but that was a while ago. And I've had this palette since my birthday, and I've literally never touched it. Probably because I'm just scared of the palette. Like, I've never used a Jeffree Star product before, ever. And the colour assortment is just like so wide that like I literally didn't know what to do. Even starting this video, like I genuinely didn't know what to do. I'm not a fan of this shade, like I'm not. I feel like I'm having to work a little bit hard with it because it's kind of disappearing. Like it just is. Why is it doing that? Or is it just, maybe it's because this bit's not blended, I don't know, we'll soon see I suppose. Yeah, I kind of didn't know what to do with the palette because I've got a driving lesson later, and I'm the kind of person, like, if I've only got a driving lesson, I won't get ready because it's just a driving lesson. So if I've got nothing else planned for the day, I'm just going to chill and let my face chill too. So my driving instructor's going to be like, okay, hi, who are you? Because normally I just get in all barefaced, but oh well. Okay, so I'm just going to be 100% honest, and I'm going to say straight up, I do not like that shade. It's horrible. Like, the colour is really, really nice, and the edges seem to blend out lovely, but on my actual lid, the second I try and do anything with it, the shade just disappears. So I've packed on as much as I can, but I can't touch that now, because the second I touch it, the eyeshadow just comes away, which I never have that problem, especially when I use a wet base, and I use this concealer all the time to use with eyeshadows. And the first eyeshadow it worked really well with, so I know it's not just the concealer. But anyway, let's just move on to the next shade, because we don't want this to just be a bashing video. So now I'm going to take the shade Sour. So that's like quite, I don't know how you'd explain this green. It's like a pale mossy kind of green. I don't know how you would explain it, but hopefully this one performs a little bit better. Oh god, I'm actually scared because I think it's just going to take this eyeshadow away. Okay, I actually think that shade is actually quite nice. I'm just going to pack a little bit more on though, because I feel like it could stand out a bit more. Just trying to bring that in as much as I can on top of that other shade, because I don't like the other shade too much. So I'm just kind of trying to cover it up a little bit while still keeping it there for the blend kind of thing. That shade is actually really pretty, to be honest. I really like that. One thing I do wish with this palette, I wish there was a few more greens, because I've really been wanting to like play around with some green eyeshadows lately, and I don't know why, but I just thought this palette had more greens in it. I really don't know why. Okay, so I'm back and I'm looking a little bit more done up. It feels so weird doing all of my makeup and not applying highlighter. It actually feels strange. So let's finish off the eye so I can get some highlighter on my face. So I'm just going to take that shade, which is called Soaked, and I'm not sure how this is going to look, but I do only have a driving lesson, so I'm really not that bothered. I'm just going to use that on my lower lash line. I'm going to tap up quite a lot of the excess, because obviously I don't want it to fall down. So this shade actually feels a bit more, this is going to sound stupid because it's a powder, it feels more dry. It's applying alright though, so I'm not that, like, it doesn't bother me too much. Oh, also I managed to get the shade Cute to work a little bit. I had to reapply some concealer just to kind of give it something to really stick to. So I assume that shade you'll just have to use with a wet base no matter what. Right, so I'm just gonna leave that kind of there, and then I am just gonna go back in with Sour. Just kind of try and blend that in a tad. You're not really showing up there, are you, with this brush? This brush ain't the best for that, to be honest, so yeah, that's a bit better. Just so it kind of joins up with the rest of the eyeshadow. So that's looking nice. I just need to blend that shade out a tad more. Okay, so this is pretty much the finished eyes. I'm just going to do a inner corner highlight and also a brow bone highlight, and obviously I'm going to be taking the shade Jawbreaker. Can't really use the Jawbreaker palette without using the shade Jawbreaker, so I'm just gonna pat that on my usual brush, and we're gonna pat that on the inner corner. Ooh, that's quite nice actually. It's kind of like a yellowy golden tone, and hopefully that comes across on camera. All the time when I do inner corner highlight, like, it never like shows up, which is really frustrating. But it's kind of like a goldeny toned inner corner highlight. It's nice. I really like it. I think it looks cute. I feel like it would go with quite a few looks as well, so it's like quite a nice shade to actually put in the palette. And then just the brow bone. Super nice actually. I really like that shade, to be honest. Might have to try and do like a halo eye with this palette so I can test out the shimmers a bit better, but this shimmer seems to be really nice. It layers up quite nicely, and yeah, it looks really nice, to be honest. Quite happy with that. So now that's the palette. I'm gonna give my final thoughts at the end, but now we're going to move on to the highlighter, which I'm really excited for. So I zoomed you guys back out, and now we're going to be using the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost highlighter in Diamond Wet. I'm so excited to try this. It looks so nice. I have also seen reviews on this because there wasn't, like, the swatches online were a bit like rubbish, to be honest. Like, they weren't even swatches, it's basically just a picture of the palette. And I know that this is quite a glittery highlighter, but I don't actually have any highlighters that are like just glittery, so I kind of wanted to try it, see if I liked it, and if not, I can always use it as like a eyeshadow or something. So here goes nothing anyway. I just realised there's no mirror in there, so I'll use this Jawbreaker palette as my mirror. So here goes nothing. Please be good, please be good, please be good. Yeah, that is like straight up glitter. Straight up glitter. Whoa. I definitely don't have a highlighter like this. Let's try. Maybe I should have tried this on like a wet base. It's nice. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, the glitter kind of just goes everywhere. Really not sure how I feel about this, to be honest. Like, I'm a bit... I feel like I like it. I feel like it's just like very intense. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd use this on my nose usually. Let's just highlight all the places I usually would, and we'll just see what we think. Okay. So that's the highlighter. I feel like it's really cute. Let's just go through and just give my like final thoughts. So the Jawbreaker palette, I really like the palette, I'm not gonna lie. I do really like it. I do think it is worth the money, especially because a lot of the shades work really nicely. So only one of the shades that I used today I wasn't much of a fan of, but I still managed to get it to work, even if it did take like a little bit of faffing around. But all the other shades that I used were like really good. Like, I tapped it in the tiniest bit and managed to get it all done, like blended really nicely. They layered up on top of each other really nicely. and they stay true to colour too. So I like that they stay true to colour. The actual eyeshadows themselves are really good. Most of them are quite soft. They do have a little bit of kickback, but that personally doesn't bother me. I really like the mirror. I feel like the mirror is like a perfect size. The palette's actually quite heavy, and like I know it's like an expensive palette, but I didn't expect it to be like heavy. Like I don't know, like I like that it's heavy though, which is a weird thing. I really like the packaging design too. I genuinely am happy that I brought this palette, and it's not going to be like an everyday palette for me by any means. It's just not got shades in it that I would use on a day-to-day basis, but as a palette with loads of colours and like different colours that I don't usually have, this is definitely a palette I will reach for if I want like a weird and quirky colour. So I'm definitely going to get uses out of this palette. As for the highlighter, the more I look at it, the more I like it. It's not something I'm going to like reach for every single day, because I don't feel like this is like an everyday highlighter. I might use it more so like if I'm going out or something. Not as an actual highlighter, but you know, like the top bit of like where I highlight, I might use that as just like a tiny little bit in the middle, just to add like a real pop of like shine and shimmer and like glitter. But obviously when you do use it, glitter does kind of get everywhere, so just bear that in mind. But I actually really like the highlighter, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it because I knew it was glittery when I brought it, but I actually really like it. I actually think it looks really nice. Okay, so that's everything for today's video. All in all, I really do like the Jawbreaker palette. I think it is really nice. I will get a lot of use out of it. I am really glad I brought it. I actually can't believe how pigmented some of the shades actually are. And same with the highlighter. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I actually quite like the glittery look. I do think it would look better at like the highest points. So like say if I use like a cream highlighter and then just had like this kind of bit here sort of thing, you know what I mean, just to kind of give it a big like pop of shine. But I am really glad I brought both of them. I think I'm going to use both of them an awful lot. Genuinely really happy with them. So that's everything for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I just quickly wanted to jump in and say thank you guys so much for helping me to hit that 200 subscriber mark. As I'm filming this, we've actually passed it, so we hit 200 and then passed it on to 300 now, I suppose. But genuinely thank you guys so much. It honestly does mean the world. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.